What's good, everybody? I'm the G with a PhD, and you're tuned in to the Green Gorilla Channel, the place where black men can express themselves freely. Straight up, no chaser. This video is number 3 in an installment of videos that I'm doing on the subject of the philosophy of science. So if you haven't seen the first 2, go check those out so you'll be up to speed when you watch this one. Now, in the last video, I talked about the ways in which science is an epistemological endeavor. As you recall, epistemology is the study of how we can be certain that we know things. It's an examination of how knowledge, at its core, is perceived by philosophers as true, justifiable belief. Now, science does more than merely describe the way things are. It also explains how and why things are as they are. Often, the reference to what is unseen or unobservable is used to explain the how and the why, the causes of observable phenomena. For example, Newton is not famous for discovering that unsupported objects fall to the earth, but he is famous for explaining why they do so, and for giving us a law that allows us to calculate the rate at which they do so. So Newton's mechanics, like many scientific theories, is formulated in terms of a few fundamental principles or laws. Central to our understanding of science is this idea of laws of nature. For example, it is supposed to be a law of nature that all metals expand when heated. So, science seems to tell us about the ultimate nature of things, what the world is made of, and how it works. So right now, what I'd like to do is share some thoughts with you about metaphysics. Metaphysics is a branch of philosophy that examines the fundamental nature of reality, including the relationship between mind and matter, between substance and attribute, and between potentiality and actuality. In fact, some scientists argue that science has replaced the philosophical subject of metaphysics and that there's no longer a need for it. But I strongly disagree, because although scientists claim to know that there are such things as natural laws, causes of phenomena in real objects, scientists have a hard time explaining exactly what a law of nature, causes, and reality actually are. For example, what exactly is a law of nature? What does it mean to say that something has caused something else? And what is it to explain something is real? So the question on which this video series will hinge is, ought we to believe in the unobservable entities postulated by our best scientific theories? Or more crudely, do electrons really exist? Now, you might think this question makes little sense because electrons are, in fact, observable. So isn't it obvious that such things exist? Now, it's just be readily clear to people that electrons, atoms, and the like are not observable in the same way that tables and trees are. Scientific realism is the view that we should believe in the likes of electrons, whereas scientific anti-realism is the view that we should stop short of believing in the truth of scientific theories and content ourselves with believing what they say about what we can actually observe. In trying to decide the issue of scientific realism and anti-realism, we will have to address all of the epistemological and metaphysical questions that have been mentioned in this series thus far along our journey. So that's a lot to think about. So I'll leave it here. Until the next time, my friends. Peace.